Welcome. Welcome to another one-shot. We are playing Everyone is John. Once again, I have played a one-shot of Everyone is John last week, and I liked it a lot, so I'm just running another one with a whole new bunch of players, a whole new bunch of voices in John's head, and hopefully a whole lot of new shenanigans. So, for those of you who do not know, Everyone is John is a game where all the players are playing voices in the head of a kind of crazy guy called John. They all have two skills that they're good at when they are in control of John, and they also have three hidden agendas, three vices, three secret goals, whatever, three OCD things that they want to do while they're in control, so to speak. At the end, whoever basically has managed to achieve the most of those is declared the winner. So it's kind of a little bit of a competitive role-playing game. So every voice has one level 1 vice, one level 2 vice, and one level 3 vice. For fulfilling a level 1 vice, you get 1 point each time you fulfill it. Level 2, 2 points each time. Level 3, which are very hard to fulfill and often left unfulfilled, you get 3 points if you fulfill it. And at the end of the session, we will do a quick calculation to see who has been the best John of all the Johns. One John to rule them all, so to speak. Today, we are playing, as I said, with 4 new players. So I'll also explain the rules when it comes to checks and to the bidding of willpower, which is very important. Checks are very easy. When you're in control of John and you're attempting something that's not automatically solved, you roll a d6. If you roll a 6, that is a success, and John has succeeded in that task. If you have a skill that covers that, say if you're a good brawler or something, so one of your 2 skills as your voice is a good brawler, and John is brawling at the moment, then you have to roll a 3 or above to succeed. So you have a decent chance of success. You can also spend willpower. So every voice starts with between 7 and 10 willpower, and you can spend 1 willpower when you are in control to influence the result of one of the die roll before you roll by +1 for every willpower you spend. That can technically lead to an automatic success if you say you have a skill and you spend 2 willpower to get it to a 1+. Obviously, you can't roll below 1 on a d6, so it's automatic success. It is possible, but because you don't have that much willpower, it's generally not advisable to spend a lot of willpower on dice rolls. Unless you're super close to fulfilling your 3rd level vice, then maybe consider it. The other thing you use willpower for is taking control of John. So every time John wakes up, because John falls asleep every now and then in weird moments, every time John is hurt, every time John fails a check, so to speak, and every time one of the voices, well, the voice in control fulfills one of its own vices, so in those four situations, the control of John might be taken over by a different voice. When that happens, we are bidding willpower. How that works is, for our players here, we are in Google Hangouts now, and you have a chat in Google Hangouts. So when I say bidding starts, you put in a number in Google Hangouts in the chat, but you do not press enter yet. I'll count down from like 3, 2, 1 or something like that. And once I reach 0, you will all hit enter at the same time. And then that's how much, so the number is obviously how much willpower you bid. You do not have to bid any willpower. You could technically go with 0. If 2 voices bid the same amount of willpower and they're the highest amount of willpower bid, then they will have a roll-off. Roll a d6, and whoever rolls higher will take control and will also have to pay his willpower that he offered. The other voices do not have to pay their willpower. Only the winner has to pay it. If John dies, or if when all the players run out of willpower, that is when the game ends, and that is when we will divvy up the points and see who has come up victorious. And that's really all the rules there are. The voices, of course, can speak to each other at all times. Only the voice that is in control can, of course, speak with NPCs because, well, NPCs can't hear John's voices. They can only hear John when he is talking. And only one voice can be in control at the same time. However, be aware that voices can fulfill each other's vices if they sometimes they do it by intention, sometimes they do it on the side. So players, as I said before, you have to be careful when the other players are playing as well, because you have to note down that one of your little 3 goals has been fulfilled and is giving you points. Okay, and that is pretty much the whole thing. We have 4 voices today. The voices are called Hans, Cran, Colin, and Sneaky. Those are our 4 voices today. And we'll see who comes out victorious at the end. And as the game starts right now, we are opening up before John wakes up. So you don't know what the scene is quite yet, my friends. Still, we are starting with a bidding period. So each of you, please do not press enter yet. Put in a number of willpower from 1 to 10, technically, if you choose to use all your willpower in the first scene, which I do not recommend because that means you'll just have to be sitting here for the rest of the game and watching. But you can if you want to. And we will see who bids the highest willpower and starts in control of John, which of John's voices that is. Okay, so bidding starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Someone's missing. Okay.
Oh, I won.
Aiden. Aiden is Colin. The voice Colin bids 3 willpower, loses 3 of these willpowers, or pays it, I should say, and is in control of John at the moment as John opens his eyes. So you open your eyes, and what you see in front of you is a horse. To be more specific, it is the head of a horse, a large brown-skinned horse, nudging you in the chest with its face, or with its nostrils. You can feel the hot air in your face, and you are sitting on the ground, and you're looking up at that horse, or sort of standing above you, and you're like, okay, what the shit, where am I? And that's where the game starts. So, Mr. Colin, the voice that is in command, go ahead.
You feel like you want to punch the horse.
So you punch the horse?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a d6 roll. Let's see how that
didn't work.
Okay, you go to swipe the horse. The horse goes, stumbles backwards. You miss. You jump up. You stumble and looking around. You see that you are in what looks to be a barn. You smell the smell of hay, and you can see the backs and heads of multiple other horses all around you in their own little boxes. You are also in a horse box, all now looking at you with their big eyes, their pretty stupid expressions. I mean, they are horses after all, and are looking at you. The one horse that's in the barn with you is looks at you and then just gives a and stamps its feet on the ground. And you do realize this is a fairly large beast. Maybe I should start getting out of the box. However, because John has failed a check to punch the horse, we are already in our second bidding session of the evening. As all the other horses are like, let me show you how this is done, and are pushing for control. Now, this does not mean that like Colin, the voice Colin, automatically loses control because he could still outbid the other voices. Anyway, but let's see what's going on. So, guys. Bidding session in 3, 2, 1. Hit enter now. Okay, wow, we have people being very cautious with their willpower for this time. But we have Niels's voice is, I believe,
Hans, yeah.
Right. That is Hans, and we have Lionel's voice, which is Kran. So Hans and Kran. Is that, by the way, the correct pronunciation of that nickname?
Yeah.
Well, it's the S is unvoiced, so it's Hans instead of Hans. But yes. Apart from that, yeah.
I was actually speaking to Lionel, but
it's more French because I'm.
Okay. So how do you pronounce that in French?
Shorter, less. No, I don't know how to explain.
Kran.
Kran.
Okay. Kran. I see. So Kran,
German,
a German and a French guy. Who are
Dutch, by the way, Dutch, not German.
Well, Hans is a German name to me. Anyway, Hans and Kran are now rolling a d6 to see which one of them has the honor of paying 1 willpower and taking over John with just 1 willpower. Well done, guys. Roll me d6.
That is a 6.
That was a 2.
So, Hans takes over, paying 1 willpower for it, and you're in control of John, Hans.
So is the box closed, or is it
The box is closed, but it's only about chest height, so you should be able to get out fairly easily.
All right.
You can also open the door. I mean, it's
nah, I'm just going to jump it.
Okay, yeah, you just grab it and lift yourself over and are now standing inside of the barn.
Yeah.
You can see down the aisle, there's a large double wooden barn door, obviously. And there's a little bit of sunlight peeking in from and you can smell, as I said, the smell of hay and the smell of horses and horse fodder, which is sitting in large boxes that are like split open a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to look for other life, and by other life I mean other human life.
Okay, so you walk down the barn, or do you want
Yes,
to?
I'm trying to see what the closest opening is.
There is a couple windows. They're up high and letting a little bit of sunlight in. You would have to climb a ladder to get to them to look out, or you could walk down the aisle to the main entrance of the
I
barn.
think I'll go for the main entrance. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you walk down past several horses and are giving you vacant or curious expressions.
I just go ahead and look at them in the same way.
Okay, as John is walking past, just stops for a second with each horse, glancing at them, looking deep into their eyes, and then continues on. The horses looking at you curiously.
I think I've intimidated them enough.
You definitely show them who the alpha horse is. And you set out, and at the stand of the barn, you can see it is a nice and sunny afternoon. From the sun, you would say it must be early afternoon or so. It is spring. There's a little bit of a stiff breeze, but it's quite nice. The breeze brings the scent of grass and nature with it. You can hear birds singing in the trees, and you look around and you can see this looks to be some sort of farm. You see a farm building, a rather large farm building, actually, maybe about 50 yards to your right, and a second smaller barn beyond that. You can see a couple chicken walking around, an old dog looking at you very lazily from the shade of the barn, just lying there with its head headed on its front paws, just looking around. And you do see also 2 cars, very simple, like medium-sized cars, and what looks to be a small tourist bus that says in golden letters with a big explosive sun on the white side of the bus. It says Sun Valley Tours on the side. And you cannot see any humans except for a man, a fairly muscular, medium-sized man in his maybe late 30s or so, who is walking around the bucket with wearing boots of like rubber boots, and seems to be feeding the chicken from that bucket, taking out some chicken food and just throwing that on the ground.
Okay, does he see me?
Somewhere in the distance, coming from behind the farmhouse, you believe.
Okay. Does the guy with the bucket see me?
If you keep standing there, he will glance up and he'll look your way, just give you a nod, and then continue feeding.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to try and approach the bus and see if there is any luggage inside.
As you walk out of the barn, you pass what looks to be a dark green backpack lying on the ground.
Okay. I want to check it out.
Okay, you grab the backpack, you open it up, and you can see it is mostly filled with chocolate bars.
Chocolate bars.
Yes, chocolate bars of different sizes and shapes and different brands. It is also has binoculars inside. It has a small camera. It has a half drunk bottle of water and a small pocket knife, like one of those Swiss Army knife types.
I want that.
Okay, no clothes.
Nothing.
Okay, I throw it away. Well, after taking out one candy bar.
Chocolate.
Okay, you take one candy bar, you
yeah.
chuck the backpack back on the ground.
Yeah, and I head for the touring car.
Okay, by the way, guys, just a reminder, you can speak to the voice in command at the moment. The other voices can very well interact with John, so to speak.
John,
He's called Hans.
We need more chocolate.
I have enough chocolate. Yes.
We need more.
More chocolate. More chocolate.
Oh, I like the idea of more chocolate.
Always more.
Well,
there's not enough
you're not in charge right now, so one candy bar it is. We don't need to get fat. Yes.
Okay.
So
chocolate is good.
chocolate is good,
Chocolate is life.
but everything in amounts can kill you. I will go to the touring car.
Okay, to the tour bus. It's not a very big bus. It's not one of those massive tour buses. It has maybe about a dozen or so seats inside, not counting the driver's seat. And at the back, it has a little bit of a luggage area. Peering in through the window, you can see there is a couple backpacks in there as well. They look different sizes, different colors and such.
Right. Is there one that looks to be like a duffel bag instead of like a day-to-day bag?
No, actually, they're all not that large.
Okay. Then I will go and I want to try and start the bus to go somewhere more civilized.
Okay, so you walk up to the bus, you grab the handle, you try opening it up. It's locked, I'm afraid.
Then I will.
The man feeding the chicken looks up to you and says, "Hey, you're looking for something inside the bus? Did you forget something inside the bus, mister?"
I forgot my bag.
Your bag's right over there.
No, that's not my bag. That's...
Yeah, you dropped it when you went into the barn to look at the horses like 10 minutes ago. I'm pretty sure it's your bag.
Oh, so it is. I will go and fetch it.
Okay.
Wow.
More chocolate.
Take the backpack, put it in the back.
What an idiot. He thinks he knows what our bag is.
Yeah. Our bag has chocolate.
Well, that's true, yes.
That is the perfect bag. It has lots of chocolate.
Yeah. And buttons.
Okay. So you walked up back up, take a quick look at the bar, you take a quick look at the barn, grab the backpack, put it on your back, and walk back to whatever you want to do.
Okay. For some reason, Chrome doesn't like a Hangouts app.
Yeah, I did notice you dropping out every now and then, but
okay, let's go.
I'm using yeah.
I have my backpack, and I want to try and enter like the farmhouse.
certainly. You walk in, and the door is ajar. You push it open, and you can see inside. There is a large dining room type area with like four tables, a bunch of chairs around, and beyond that is a half-open kitchen, which that looks very much like a sort of like a not quite a museum of like farm kitchens, but very much like very old style. And there is a older woman in her maybe mid-60s or so with gray hair that's braided up into two like braids falling onto her back, wearing a green apron and some red and white checkered cloth shirt that seems to be making tea at the moment in the kitchen. She gives you a friendly smile and a nod as you're entering, and she says, the rest of the tour group is in the back, my dear, if you want to join them.
Oh, thank you. Where's the bathroom?
Oh, the bathroom is just to your left. Just walk down the hallway to your left.
Upstairs?
No. Just on the ground floor. Just here. Just down the hallway.
Okay, thank you. Yes. I exit the kitchen and I'll try to go upstairs.
Okay. So you go upstairs, and you can see upstairs is it says there's a door that says private at the end of the stairs. But you ignore that, open the door, and you are in a hallway, and there is a bunch of doors. And this seems to be, from what the looks of it, this seems to be like obviously an actual like where the actual farmer and his wife and maybe their children or whatever live. Everything's quite pretty. Everything is made of wood, like this dark brown wood. There's a lot of carvings of little hearts and like farm animals everywhere, done with quite a bit of skill.
Okay. I want to find a bedroom and specifically a wardrobe.
Without any problems, you open up one of the doors, and the first room that you see is atrociously girly. Put it
I
that
close
way.
the door.
Okay, you're just like, oh, close the door. Next door is also a bedroom, what you would believe would be the farmer's and his wife's bedroom. There's a large double bed, and you can see several pieces of clothing belonging to a man and a woman. A little old school farmer clothing, fairly simple made, but there's a large straw hat lying on the bed as well. Several pairs of shoes and boots standing against the wall.
I try and find an outfit that is least the least quaint, the most natural clothing.
Okay, you look around and you find a wardrobe. You rummage through the wardrobe without too many problems. You do find several outfits that are modern. Let's put it that way.
Good. I am going to change into one of them.
Excellent. So you grab your clothing, you take it off, put your backpack on the ground, drop your clothing on the ground or on the bed, and you start putting on the farmer's clothes.
Yes. I will then put my clothes back where I found the farmer's clothes.
Excellent.
Take my bag and go downstairs.
Okay. And because you have fulfilled one of your little vices, you are threatening to lose it. There's a threat of losing control now because the other voices are pushing in and saying,
Hey.
let me have my turn. So we are opening another bidding session as Hans has now have been successful. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Press enter down. Oh,
Nice.
We have Mr. Sneaky taking control, spending 2 willpower, taking control from the rest, and you are in control. You have also obviously seen what's going on, and you are now wearing the farmer's clothing. Now, Hans, did you pick up your backpack?
He nodded.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, he
You
did.
did.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you have your backpack still on your back. You're now wearing the farmer's clothing, and are coming out of the farmer's bedroom and are heading downstairs.
Okay. So you said the kitchen was where the woman was?
Yes, there was an older woman in the kitchen, probably the farmer's wife or someone like that.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back into the kitchen and say, thank you. Where did you say the rest of the group was?
Oh, just out the back. Just follow that hallway. You'll get to the back door. They're out at the pastures looking at some of the horses.
Ah, thank you. I'm just...
We need more food.
No, we don't need more food.
We have more food.
Chocolate is love. Chocolate is life.
Sorry, who are you talking to?
Nothing of your
There's
concern.
more food.
I just
Yeah.
thought about
we have enough food.
how badly I got lost here. It's just such
Chocolate.
a weirdly constructed house, and just leave.
Chocolate with fruit is so good.
So lost you ended up in their wardrobe.
Rude. That is outrageous.
Okay, now where does Sneaky want to go?
I think I'm gonna join the group of people.
Okay, so you walk out the back and you can see there is a pasture behind the house, maybe about 50 yards or so away. And there is what you believe would be probably like a female farmhand, a fairly dark-skinned, short-haired blonde woman riding a gigantic sort of blackish brown horse around inside the pasture, and she's doing like a few tricks, like standing up in the saddle, and nothing like circus related, but just like a few basic things, and like leaping up once and stretching her legs out and sitting back down, and
I can do that.
And you can see a small group of people.
I don't want to do that.
Come on, try it.
There's a small group of people there. You see an older man, what you think would be the farmer, because he's wearing clothing of a very similar type that you have seen in the farmer's bedroom upstairs. He's wearing a small cap, and he's just talking in a quiet voice and basically telling the group about the horses. You catch just a few bits and pieces of the conversation, and you can see the rest must be some sort of tourist group. You see two what looks to be a middle-aged couple, 3 teenagers that look supremely bored, and another man, an older man, and what you think must be his like late teenage year old daughter, who seems quite interested in the whole thing. And then there's also a bald man wearing sunglasses and like a leather jacket, and talking on a phone, on a mobile phone in the back, not really listening, just quietly talking into the phone.
Okay, I'm like just slowly joining the group, and not at anyone in particular, but just like out loud. Wow, she's rubbish at that. And
the farmer looks at you and it's like, well, I assure you, my friend Lucy is one of our best riders. Titan is not a horse that most people could just easily ride. He's quite headstrong.
Well, that must mean.
Try and ride it.
That must mean he was.
I can run
brought up-
faster than him.
Must mean he
can
was
jump
brought
higher
up in a very bad ways if he's that headstrong. You know, I it just doesn't seem
Badly
like.
trained.
We can do this.
Yeah, but it seems badly trained. Yes, if he's that headstrong.
Just don't die.
Do you have much experience with horses, young man?
Of course, I have. Do you doubt my experience?
Wait,
I doubt your experience.
Don't
to
die.
be honest.
If you die, we don't have enough chocolate.
he
Just
doesn't have riding experience with horses.
the farmer gives you a look and says, "Well, I assure you, all our horses are treated very well. Some just have different personalities. They're like people. They're not all the same, you know."
So some of them are also bad at training horses.
Punch him.
No.
Oh, yeah.
A man with the bald man with the phone puts down the phone and comes up and says, "What's it to you, Mr. John, right? Excuse
Then
me.
punch him.
Yes, that is
Punch
what some people call me. Yes.
Yeah, well, that's the name that you put down when you joined the tour. Excuse me, please." He sort of talks quietly to you now, and the farmer is sort of turned away with a little bit of a look at you from the side. "Please don't try to antagonize our hosts. We'll be spending the night here, and it would be better if there's no trouble. All right?"
I mean, there would be less trouble if you picked out a less rubbish place to visit.
Well, I did not pick. I'm just a driver. However, I believe you chose to join us. So
Try and get his keys.
I like that idea. I'm going to
As
try
do I.
and steal his keys.
Excellent.
okay,
Give
so
him a red chocolate bar.
you look around and you see he's sort of nodding at you as you don't
It is
reply,
hot chocolate.
Mhm.
and then turns away, and you can see one of his pockets is bulged quite a lot. That probably means that he has something in there, like a wallet or keys or both. And he
Put the
returns
chocolate bar in
looking
it.
on his phone. He
Take
says,
it all.
"Yes, everything's all right so far. Yeah, the group's fairly happy with everything. I think there's might be one or two troublemakers, but I mean they've already paid, so really, I'll keep them here until tomorrow noon, and then we'll come back to the city. Probably be back around 5 if traffic picks up, maybe 6, but should be back in time to get the bus checked out on Monday."
Okay, and during that time, I'm going to try to steal
Okay.
out of his bulging pocket.
You actually have thieving
I do.
skills as one of your skills.
Yes.
So for you, it is only a 3+.
And I rolled a 5.
Excellent. So you sort of walk past him, and you put the keys. You grab his keys and put them in your pocket as
Put
you
the
walk
chocolate
past
bar in.
Okay. Then I just leave the group without saying anything, just and go back around the house to go back to the bus.
And no, the chocolate bars are all perfectly ordinary chocolate bars, by the way.
Okay. Yeah.
How is there anything ordinary about a chocolate bar?
Well, I mean,
It is
Backpacks full of
amazing.
chocolate bars.
They're
also-
ordinarily amazing. chocolate.
extraordinary chocolate bars, of course. Anyway, so Sneaky has pulled for the keys and is walking around the house towards the bus.
Try
Yeah.
the buttons to see if the key works.
There is several keys on there. One of them is clearly a car key with like one of those electric keys with several buttons on it.
Try if
Yeah.
it works
I'm gonna press the button to try to open the door.
Okay. Beep, beep.
a few times.
The
We
bus,
closed it.
27 times?
Nah.
the bus opens.
Close it.
Well, you can hear it unlocking.
Oh.
Okay. I go in and I just so there's still like a farmer outside, right?
Yeah, there's
someone.
probably a farmhand or a helper or something who's feeding the chicken and is now actually walking over to the barn at the moment. Not really looking at you at the moment.
Okay, I'm gonna like when I step into the bus, I'm gonna say, "Sorry, can you please come over for a second? I need some help." And
He looks over to you and puts down the bucket and says, "Of course, I'll be right there." And comes walking up to you.
how do you go into this bus? Does he have like stairs, or is this like?
There's like maybe a single stair, not really stairs as such. It's not that high a bus. Yes. Can I help you? How can I help you? Is there a problem?
Well, I was trying to rest in the bus after I visited this rubbish ranch, and apparently my bag is missing. Did you see anyone here steal it? I know a lot of suspicious faults are here, but you know.
Your bag's on your back, sir.
That's not.
Idiot.
That's my second bag, please. This is my bag of.
You can't assume that people know you have a second bag. Also, the second bag is a lie.
That's the bag I use because I don't trust these people here. You know, they're very shady.
What do you mean?
Don't antagonize them just yet. Don't do it.
Antagonize them. Antagonize them greatly.
I'm gonna like look him up and down very clearly and be like, you know, you're not from a big town, and sometimes people probably won't realize that you stole something.
Oh, are you saying someone here stole your bag, sir? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
Now listen, I don't know where you're coming from, but people here are decent people. They wouldn't go stealing your things. If you think one of your things gone, you might have lost it, or maybe one of your other tourists took something. I don't think that's the case, but I'm sure you want to. I'm sure you want to maybe file a complaint or something with the driver. If you lost anything, that's the correct way to do it. Instead of accusing people blindly, it's not very polite, you know.
Well, but are you sure that you're decent people? And looking up and down again, like you don't look like decent people.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean you seem kind of slow, you know.
You're not fast either.
Are you trying to make him punch you in the face?
He said, "What? You said? Are you calling me an idiot?"
Don't ruin that nose.
I'm like going to take a step back into the bus.
Okay.
And say, well, if you think that's what I'm calling you, probably yes, yeah.
He walks up to you and sort of grabs you by the shirt and pulls you closer and says, "Careful what you're saying, boy. You're not in a big city here. Here men have to face consequences for their own words, right?"
Okay.
Not sure it's his own rose.
And I guess that's
Yeah, and you have succeeded in one of your little things.
Mhm.
So that is another control test to see who will get into this very good situation, as you have this fairly muscular farmhand, this guy in his sort of maybe late 30s or so, just grabbing John by the jacket and holding him. And he's also looking down at the jacket that he's holding, and he looks up at John with suspicious look in his eyes. Okay, as he might recognize the jacket. Anyway, control test. So guys, build your willpower. 3, 2, 1, now.
Ooh.
Oh, we have 3 people who wish to be in control here with 2 willpower bidding each. So we'll have 3 people, except for Colin, who's like just sitting back, relaxing, enjoying the show. So
Get yourselves out of this situation.
Nikki, Hans, and Kran, please roll me a d6 to see who takes control.
a 5.
No, that's just a 1.
1.
2 again.
Okay, so Sneaky stays in control, spending another 2 willpower to do so.
No, it sticks.
All right. Okay. So since I'm in control, still in control, can I try to just bring all my force forward into him to make him and myself fall out of the bus, like out of the bus stair, basically?
Well, it's only 1 stairs.
Yeah,
I
I know.
call that stairs, but you can definitely start brawling with him if you wish.
Sure.
That would be a 6.
Yeah, let's do that. Well, that's a 2.
Okay, so you push him, and as you do so, you realize, John's a bit of a scrawny guy. He's not that good at fighting. He looks down on you. You're just like pushing him. Nothing's happening, and he just grabs your hands and sort of throws you over his hip out of the bus, including your backpack. Not like judo-like or anything. Just grabs you and basically throws you to the side, and you stumble out and you hit the parking lot, which is just ground really, so you don't hurt yourself significantly, but you are a bit muddied and you're now on the ground on your knees. And as you have failed the check, we have another beating up coming right up. Okay, so everyone, you know the drill. 3, 2.
Hello.
Oh.
3,
2.
Ah, there you are.
No one put anything in. Okay.
Okay, that we couldn't hear you.
You froze on 2.
Oh, okay. So one more time. 3, 2, 1, go.
He left and rejoined.
Oh my god! And
Oh God.
someone left the.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Don't worry. Put something in, whatever you want.
Wrong time.
Well, the thing is, I could put in anything I want now, but
Yeah.
in 8.
What would you have put in?
I'm going to be honest. I would have put in 2.
Okay. Yeah, I
Take it.
believe you. I believe you. It's not too implausible. So you will take control with a 2, spending 2 more willpower.
Okay then.
Just this once. Yeah.
So I gain control when I fall down, or when I'm still falling.
No, you've already fallen, and you are on the ground now, getting a bit dirty. And the farmhand says, "Listen up, young man. Better keep a civil tongue around here."
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries.
To eschew all Monty Python references, I apologize, and I don't know what came over me. It was like some other person.
Right.
I sincerely apologize. I did not mean to antagonize you. I will be going now, and with that, I enter the bus, try and close the door, and drive off.
Okay. He looks at you a little suspiciously, and then as you fire up the motor, he's like, "Hey, what do you think you're doing?" And then you just like
Throttle it and go.
drive past him and drive away. And it's like, "Hey, he's still on the bus!" You can just hear him shouting, "Hey, still on the bus! The little shit is still in-" And you just leave him behind.
Okay, I'm going to get on the road, and I'm going to try and see if I can get some like road trip tunes on the radio.
Yeah, there is a lot of pretty crappy music on CDs
Change.
lying around you.
Yeah, definitely radio.
Oh, or radio, yeah. There's several radio stations you can choose from, obviously.
I'm going to see if I can find anything like classic rock.
Nazi station. Next.
Shouldn't be too hard.
Next
Well,
station.
Well, this is only fair. They steal our bag, we steal their bus.
I think that's an equivalent exchange.
Your bag is actually still with you, so you have...
Yeah, I take the one candy bar that I had in my pocket,
Okay.
which I took out at the beginning.
Yep.
I open the wrapper and I just take one tiny bite.
Okay.
Annoy the rest of my voices.
Oh,
Put the candy bar down.
we need more.
Good
More.
Okay.
chocolate.
There's in the back
Yes.
behind.
So you are driving
back.
now.
Yes.
and you
Get the
can
back
see,
now.
It's quite the idyllic landscape. There's a few more farms around you. And you can also see there is, like, you're going downhill a little bit. This farm was a bit of on a like a hilltop, and you can see in front of it there is what looks to be a medium-sized village with maybe about, I don't know, 40 or 50 houses surrounding some sort of church, and what looks to be a small like shopping complex opposite church, funnily enough. And on the other side, so this is when, if you turn left, on the other side it says highway, and it also says Levine.
Turn the page.
It also says Levine camping. Levine camping, basically.
Okay.
And you can see there seems to be like a small lake surrounded by like wooden huts further up on the right side, a couple 100 yards away from you.
Okay.
Burn it down. Burn it all down.
Shut up, you. I head
To the highway.
onto the highway. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so you
It's an open highway.
drive up to the highway, and yeah, it's a little tricky to drive this bus because you've never really driven a bus before, and I do believe driving is one of your skills. But still, you have to sort of concentrate on it, and you get it up to the highway, and you accelerate. The bus doesn't go very fast, and you are driving towards. What are you going for? A big city or something?
Yeah, I'm going to go and try and find a big city. Yeah.
Yeah, the area seems vaguely familiar to you now that you're on the highway, and you believe that you should be back home, so to speak, in your home city within maybe about 2 or 3 hours driving. So certainly before it gets dark. However, because John is a bit of a weirdo, he tends to fall asleep a lot when he's bored.
Yeah.
So
Got it.
you will feel
Before that happens, can I find in the glove compartment any cutlery?
No, you do not find any cutlery in the glove compartment, I am afraid. However,
No spoons, no knives.
You
No
do
forks?
find you do find
It's the spork.
in a small package between the two front seats. You find a plastic bag filled with plastic cutlery. You know, those sort of one use and throw away type, and that has spoons, knives, and forks, like a picnic.
I put all of the spoons in my back pocket.
Okay, so you have like now 20 plastic spoons.
20 plastic spoons. This is the best day of my life.
Okay, let me see if John actually falls asleep, which happens on a 4+, and I roll a 6, so it does. So John does fall asleep as he's driving on the highway. But John is also gifted with a lot of luck and does not die in an accident. Yay! Black, and we will see where the next scene brings us. But at first, it will bring us to another bidding period.
Does falling asleep / falling unconscious give 1 willpower back?
Yes, it does. Each
According to the rules that I've read last night.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. Judging by the rules the rules I read mentioned something about that.
You'll get 1 willpower. However, if you already have maximum willpower, then you do not get 1 back. Okay, so you wake up. Oh, actually, bidding. Sorry, bidding.
Yes.
Before you wake up.
Yeah.
Okay, now hopefully our dear friend Hans will not drop out of the hangout once more.
I hope so.
Okay, so let's go, guys. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh,
Wow!
we have
bid.
Krum taking control with 3 points.
It's a big
And
bid.
I
Krum,
admire your your gusto. 3 willpower. No one
I
can
haven't
live with that
played
speed.
yet.
So, Krum, you wake up and you're lying on a bench. It is fairly cold, and there is electrical light around you, and you can feel a bit of a draft hitting the side of your head. And you look up, and you can see opposite you is a wall with a massive poster for some sort of underwear model or underwear company. Kind of nice to look at. And then as you look left and right, you realize you are in a subway tunnel, at the station of a subway. You have no idea how you got here, But this isn't the first time that you woke up in unfamiliar surroundings.
Ask the lady if she knows why we're here.
Oh
wait, that's supposed to.
What do I wear?
You are wearing still the same clothing, the farmer's clothing, and you feel the little plastic spoons in your back pocket pressing against your butt. Some of them might be broken by now. And you also find your trusty backpack lying right next to you.
I know it's tempting, but don't gorge yourself on chocolate bars. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Do it. Do it.
No!
Do it.
No!
There's a camera in there.
You open up the backpack and look inside it. There is no camera in there. However, there is several bottles wrapped in paper, and there is also what looks to be about 10 packets of cigarettes.
Mhm.
Oh, what happened to all the chocolate?
I search for the chocolate.
You do find
And through all
one
the stuff.
single bar at the very bottom, strawberry flavored, one single chocolate bar. You do realize that the bottles are holding booze, some sort of liquor.
Nice.
This may come in handy.
Might have an ID for that. Might take some time, so.
Well, just drink one of them before that happens. Just
Nah. I have my own.
calm yourself.
No. Can I see station name?
The station name is Kensington Lane.
Kensington Lane.
Doesn't really ring a bell.
When is the next train coming in?
The next train is coming in at 11 minutes. And it says Central and Airport.
I'm going to try to find the surface. I want to get
Okay.
out.
Yeah, looking around, you can see there is. It seems you would say that because there's so few people around that it must be late, maybe nighttime or something. And there's only about maybe 20 or so people that you can see on this fairly large subway station. You can see a young policewoman walking around. You can see two bums, probably homeless men, bearded fellas dressed in like leather, fairly sturdy but shoddy looking leather jackets, sitting in a corner. And there's maybe about 5 or 6 other people, a young couple and a few people like looking at their watches and looking around a little nervously and blowing into their hands, as it can get quite cold at this early time of spring. You do also see there's an elevator, and there is a staircase leading up.
He's gone again.
Elevator.
And he's
Okay.
back.
So you make
There's an elevator.
you walk up to the elevator, and you can see there are several buttons, one pointing up, one pointing down, and one just pointing to have like a circle in the center and with a line.
I mash all the buttons.
Okay, you just like and you can hear a voice behind you. Excuse me, sir. Can I help you? And you turn around, and you can see the policewoman standing there. She's a black woman with a sort of tight ponytail at her back, and in her maybe late 20s or so. And the little badge says Officer Austin on her chest. And because you have fulfilled one of your little thingies, we have another bidding coming up.
Okay then.
Okay, guys. So let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1, go. Someone's missing.
What?
That's not me.
Why didn't mine not post? Oh, there it is.
Okay, so we have everyone except for Kran, who doesn't want to be in this situation anymore. Willpower.
He has a problem with authority.
Deal
I
with
don't
it.
know, but roll me these.
Am I being detained?
Icky, Colin, and Hans. Let's see who takes control.
5.
Am I
3.
being detained?
3, and what was the last one?
4.
4. Okay, so we have Hans taking control once more, paying 2 willpower.
Yes. I look over at the police woman person. I think the correct term is policeman officer. And I thank you to all the people that have watched Hot Fuzz. I look at her and I ask, yes.
I don't like how you look at us.
Could you point me to City Hall?
She's going to tase us.
Damn policewoman.
City Hall. Well, that's only a few
Are we
blocks.
being detained?
Only a few blocks that way, sir. You can take the elevator, and as you see, she says that, you can hear a ping behind you as the elevator doors slide open. Or you can take the stairs, or you can wait for the next train. I believe it's 2 stops to City Hall.
Well, I'm here already, so I think I'll take the train.
Of course. The elevator is well functioning. No need to mash the buttons.
I'm a curious person.
I see, sir. Well, have a good evening.
And these things are built to, like, take a beating, so...
That is true, but it doesn't mean you have to dish out the beating, sir. But anyway...
I wouldn't say that was a beating myself, but thank you for the... yes.
Good evening to you.
I will also doff my imaginary hat.
Okay. She gives you a bit of a look and then walks away. She's used to all kinds of weird people in the subway. Okay.
So I will go back to the bench that I woke up at, and I will very
And
cut.
And cut.
Technical difficulties.
Yes. Please stand by.
Now he's
You're
double. He's double.
What?
No! Oh my God.
Everyone is Niels. Wait, no.
Yes.
Roll for sanity.
Oh, seriously, if you start playing that game, it'll get very depressing very quickly.
Okay, anyway. So, you walk back to your bench, as you were saying.
I'll just I can permanently block myself. Okay, so I will go back to my bench.
Okay. Yeah, you sit back down and you wait for the train for the subway.
I think so, yeah.
Excellent. So,
I will take out a bottle wrapped in brown paper.
Yes,
I think it's brown paper.
it is.
And I will pop the cap and chug.
Okay, it's a rather strong whiskey.
Oh.
What
I will take about... I left. I will take about 3 shots
Okay.
of whiskey.
Okay. As you do so, and you're like, nice and warm, it definitely warms up. You look over to your right, and you can see 2 of the two homeless guys are looking at you, and one of them stands up and starts coming over your way, and he's wearing these fingerless gloves. You have seen from before, I'm sure, and he's just holding out a hand and says, "Sorry, man, you mind sharing some of that?"
I look over at them. I look at my nondescript bottle. And I say, well, I think I can I can share. Do you know if there's like a television broadcasting service like nearby, like a news studio?
Yeah, that's Channel 9 News. It's actually
News.
not far from here, maybe a block that way.
Okay. I am going to City Hall right now.
Yes,
Is that like in the middle?
that's pretty much in the center of town, yes.
Good. Okay. I give him the bottle and I say, don't drink it all in one go. And share with your mates. Good luck.
It's mighty generous of you.
Yeah,
Thanks,
of course.
Don't give alcohol.
Just remember the name John. Remember the name John.
John.
Thanks, John.
John.
I'm Daniel. I'll remember that. Sure, thanks.
I'll remember that as well.
Hey, he walks off.
You won't. Don't lie.
Right.
Dirty liar.
And then I again permanently sit and wait for the train.
Okay. The train pulls up. The subway pulls up Doors open.
Oh,
Get on
I
board.
go
There's not
get
too
aboard.
many people there. And you start.
Do I feel like a bit of a buzz from the whiskey already?
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
Okay, good.
You feel it. It's like warming you up inside. Your head's mostly clear. I mean, as clear as any head that has like a couple hundred voices can be. But yeah.
it's perfectly clear here.
And to myself, I say, I'm ready. And I wait for the second stop of the metro subway.
Okay. Yep. You first stop is Central Station. Quite a few people get on board. Two teenagers dressed in like black leather jackets with those like metal spikes on their shoulders walk up past you. One of them has like a hoodie, hood up over his face, and they just jostle you aside. And one of them just, "Hey, be careful, mate."
I like the jacket.
Yeah, thanks. It's
Want to trade?
what?
Want to trade with me for my jacket, your jacket? It's a trade. Like
Your jacket is-
it's the basis of our economic system.
Jacket's crap, mate. I'm not trading for that piece of shit.
That's why I want your jacket. It's better.
Yeah, but I'm not giving up my jacket. It's a cool jacket.
I also have some booze.
They look at each other. What kind of booze?
As far as whiskey, good one.
All right. Give me a roll to see if you can persuade. And I don't believe that you have any charisma-based skill, so that would be a
I
straight up.
don't think. I will wave a spoon around if that helps me get a bonus.
Not really, I'm afraid. They just look at you slightly weirded out.
That's
Yeah, that's a based skill.
that does
You
good.
can roll willpower if you wish to. It meant add willpower if you wish to.
Oh, I already rolled.
Okay,
Can I pay one willpower?
No, too late.
Oh, then it's 5.
Okay. I fail, I'm afraid. So they sort of look at you, and one of them says, "He's fucking with us. He has no booze on him. Look at him." And the other guy just gives you.
I mean, I can open my bag for you.
And yeah, the other guy just gives you a push and say, "Fuck off," and they walk away down the subway car. And because you have failed a roll, we are back in the battle for control.
The bottle for control.
Yes.
Yes.
So let us see, everyone. Let's give me some willpower.
Let's see if I don't disconnect.
2, 1, go.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, we have Sneaky spending another 3 willpower, going big here. And taking control. You're still in the car. You see those 2 teenagers, maybe both 17, 18 something, are walking off, and you can
And
see
he's going to fight.
the car is, there's just like tunnel passing past you.
Yeah, there's a fight happening.
Underground tunnel.
Yeah.
And you hear a voice saying, "Next stop, City Hall."
I'm gonna say
Get
something.
off.
Well, I might not have alcohol on me right now, but if you follow me now, I can buy you some, and we can change the jackets. Just follow me.
They look at each other and just shake their heads and walk off.
Okay, I walk out of the train.
At the next stop, or just right?
Yeah, at
Just
the next.
right now.
Yeah, at the next stop.
Okay. Yeah. The subway comes to a halt, and doors open, and you step out. You can see a large sign saying City Hall on the wall, and a couple of advertisements. Not much going on at City Hall this time of night, from the looks of it.
Yeah. Are there? I'm guessing there's still some people like going up.
Yeah,
the
there's
stairs,
like
going down the
2 or
stairs,
3
you know?
people walking up and down the stairs here and there. You see one elderly guy who seems slightly drunk. You see a couple, a black man and a black woman, in their maybe mid-30s or so, with like both wearing sort of trench coat-like clothing, walking up the stairs. And you see a small group of about 4 or 5 teenagers on like skateboards that are doing tricks on the stairs.
Okay, so I'm gonna just go up the stairs normally.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take up my backpack.
Do they have cool
And,
jackets?
how many how many bottles
We don't need more
are
jackets.
there in the
No,
backpack?
just one. If
Two
there's
more
a
bottles in
jacket,
there.
better.
Oh, 2 more bottles. Okay, so I'm just gonna open both of them and empty them over the stairs, like so that it
What
flows
have
down
you
the
done?
stairs.
Okay. Yeah, as you do that, the old man sort of looks at you and then hurries up a bit faster. The black couple walk past you. The guy gives you this curious, sort of disdainful look. And the
Don't forget
teenagers
him,
are like looking up, and one of the guys sort of has sleazy blonde hair sort of hitting his shoulders. Maybe he's 15, 16, shouldn't be out this time of the night for sure. He goes, hey man, what are you doing? Calling
I
some-
was emptying these bottles. They need emptying. What are you doing out here this late?
We're just messing around. That smells like decent booze that you're jutting away. Why don't you give the bottles to us? We can.
Then I'm just like,
I mean,
stop
come on, man, be
moving
cool.
around. And okay, come get them.
So you stop.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh god.
He's like,
Oh god.
right? He's gonna give us some booze. Come on, Mike. And they both start heading up. The 2 girls that are with them are just standing there and like looking at their skateboards and look a little mistrustful up to you, suspiciously up to you. But the 2 guys, they already seem a little drunk. Are coming up the stairs towards you, and the guys, hey, can we have both those bottles, man?
Sure thing.
I'll
No
give you, like,
problem.
$3 if you want. That's all I have on me. And he starts sort of searching his pockets.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm at the top of the stairs, right?
Yes,
so,
you are.
Yeah, okay. And when they're coming up to me,
Yeah.
I'm just like very, very forcefully pushing these bottles into them. So I try to basically push them back down the stairs.
Okay, both of them at once or just one of them?
Both of them at once.
Okay.
Oh god, there's another
Give me a
fight.
roll to see. Do you want to spend any willpower on that?
Yes, I'm gonna spend 2 willpower on that.
Okay, that is a 4+.
It's a 4. Oh my god.
Ooh! You give them a shove with the bottles. They sort of grab the bottles, but and start falling down the stairs. They fall down like 7 or 8 stairs and come to a hold at the center. Like the stairs would go down, and there's a little bit of a platform, and then go down again. And so they only fall down halfway. But yeah, the bottles break, and the blonde guy, you can see blood pouring from a deep cut on his hand where a bottle is broken, and they're both like, what the fuck, man? What the, And the other guy's just like holding his head, oh shit, what? And the 2 girls are like looking at you wide-eyed, and it's like, this guy's crazy. Someone call the cops. And one of the other ones takes out a phone and starts like typing in a number and starts like dialing something, probably calling the cops.
Yeah. So does that count?
That is, of course, yeah, that counts. Well, technically, it counts for 2 people because you make 2 people fall down the stairs.
Yes.
So that is 2 little things
I
fulfilled.
pressed 3 buttons.
So that was the 2 willpower were well spent, I should say.
Yeah.
Now, however, we are moving into a battle for control once more, and let's see, guys. Everyone,
I can
ready?
get us away. Trust me, I can get us away from that.
3, 2, 1,
Let me play.
go. Oh, Colin wants control and takes control with 2 willpower spent. Go ahead, Colin. You are standing there, just like you see this wide grin on John's face. Well, you don't see it, but you feel the wide grin on your own lips as you look at these bloody teenagers lying on the stairs. And you could hear the girl just say, please, we're at the central, the city hall metro station. A guy, he just attacked 2 friends of mine. Please send someone over quickly. Shouting into the phone, basically.
I would like to unzip and release onto these people.
Okay, so you walk down and you just start shooting and slowly.
We have left the station, decency. We have left the station.
Okay.
The one guy, the one that's
Game's
like
on.
whose hands are cut, is like stumbling backwards from you. fuck, man, what are you doing? And the other guy's like, he seems
Hey, you're drunk with
concussion or something. He's just like sitting on the ground, holding him, and you pee all over him.
Which reminds me, I'll be right back.
And, okay. So one voice had already left the building. And yeah, the people are looking at you, and you can see two more people that are come down. An older gentleman and a young woman have started walking down the stairs. Stop! And you see, oh my God, is this man peeing on that boy? Someone call the cops! We have a pervert here. And with that, another little fantasy has been fulfilled.
Oh.
And we are in another battle for control. However, Hans isn't here at the moment. So we'll have to wait until he comes back. So we'll just have I guess, a minute break as things have started spiraling out of control.
I saw my opportunity and I took it.
Definitely.
Definitely.
I should have taken a few earlier.
I kept trying to do it, but everyone kept beating me.
That's how it is. There's
I
so
spent
many
too,
people
I
in the
spent
same
too
building.
much on the very first one, which I kept for all of 10 seconds.
Yeah, I know.
So I haven't really got that much left.
Well, strategy is a
You
big-
tried to punch a horse. You nearly got it killed.
that could have gone really badly as well.
Yeah, we're on the floor in front of a horse.
I don't care. Punching a horse was fun.
Thump.
Punching the horse was fun.
Oh well.
That would have counted my third obsession. If the
Uh,
horse would have destroyed us.
yeah, I guess so.
You
I would
literally
have
just got
provided
suicided.
blood, but
You got suicided.
Yeah, don't give away your secret objective yet. I'm sure some people have already figured out some of them, but 3 points are still far
it
away.
has nothing to do with buttons. I
Yeah.
can guarantee you.
Yeah, I've definitely got a couple of people's worked out.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Now, come on, Hans. Where are you? I mean,
And we definitely know what Hans' level 1 is.
do you?
Do we?
Or at least we know what one of his is.
Might be level 2.
You're not
It
sure.
might be level 2, but it's definitely one of his.
Well, so far, except for one of you, you haven't used that much willpower quite yet. So we'll see. This game could still go on for quite a bit.
To be fair, I think there is someone in the game who has used more than me.
Yeah.
I have.
Oh yeah. Oh, Sneaky spent 2 willpower just on that one roll.
I think Sneaky's got less than me. I think he's probably the only person that's got less than me.
We will see.
But
Oh yeah. Okay. So I guess still waiting. If he doesn't come back soon, we'll just have to have a bidding without Hans, as Hans is being, I don't know, wandered off the depths of John's mind. Well, we'll give him another 30 seconds or so.
You push down both of the bottles.
Yes, both of them are broken and just splinters everywhere. Some bloody, some not so bloody. But one of the guys, as I said, has cut open his hand on the bottle that's broken. There's quite a bit of blood, not streams or anything, but a few blood stains on the stairs now.
I still find it funny that there was already a Hans when I tried to use that name.
Yep, I know. For some reason, people like the name Hans. Anyway, we'll just do a bidding session without Hans/Niels for now. So, guys, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, we have Kran taking control, spending 2 willpower on it. So, what do you want to do? You're staring down in these two. Well, actually, you're staring down onto yourself, your pants that are unzipped, and this still sort of with a concussion. This guy, black-haired, maybe 15, 16-year-old guy, just sitting there and full with your pee and his friend's blood. So, what do you want to do, Kran?
I'm going to take out the chocolate bar that I have
Okay, yeah, one last chocolate bar, yes.
Throwing away the plastic things.
No!
Yes,
Littering as
they're
well.
on the floor.
Oh.
And then what?
I'm going to drop the chocolate bar and start running away.
You just drop the plastic and then drop the chocolate bar as well.
Yeah, and run away.
No,
Run
not
away.
the chocolate bars.
Okay. You run up the stairs and you can see two cops coming
Shit.
towards you. They're
Can
not
I-
running by any means, but they're like walking quite swiftly down on the opposite side of the road. And they see you coming out and they stop and they're like, "That's the guy. That must be the guy." And they start running towards you now. As you
Did you
realize
zip up?
you're still unzipped.
That's not my problem. I'm not John. I'm Khan.
No, you're John.
Everyone is
You are
John.
John. Everyone is John.
Yes, exactly. So what do you want to do? The two policemen are running towards you. Hey, you pervert! Stop! Stop right there!
I run back towards the balls, the chocolate bar,
Okay.
grab it,
Okay.
rip it open,
Okay.
put it in the pit,
Okay.
and in the mouth of one of the young boys.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
So which one? The one with the concussion or the other one?
The
Oh,
one with the
the blue
concussion,
one.
he's not really.
Yeah, that is true. That is, he's not resisting because he has a concussion. He's just
And I just say, try that. It's going to get better.
and you you just push it in his mouth, and he starts up.
And I start running back down. I start running.
He starts vomiting behind you, and you're running up the stairs.
No, down.
No? Oh, you're running
Down
down.
the stairs.
Okay, well, you have fulfilled one of your things.
What?
What?
Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Everybody's John. We're all here to
I can play that game.
So,
okay.
another bidding session commences in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, God.
Really? Everyone is spending 1. So
Yeah.
everyone just roll me a d6 and we'll see who takes go.
It's a 5.
5, 1, 3, and Aiden, what do you have? A
6.
All right, Colin with 1 willpower takes over, and you're now running down the stairs past the guy who's still clutching his like bloodied arm, still unzipped, by the way. The two girls are just staring at you, open-mouthed in horror, and just like as you run past them, and you can now hear the policeman behind you. Stop! Stop this man! Stop! And following you, running down the stairs, and you're running down into the subway station.
Okay. Is the train still there?
No, the train's gone. It's been like
When does the sign say the next train will be?
the next train will be in 12 minutes.
Oh, God.
Trains are
Okay.
only going about 3 times an hour at this time of the night.
So
Jump onto the tracks, into the tunnel, and just run.
Okay, so you just
The
leap
same,
off the
the
tracks
same direction the train was going.
and running north down the tracks, and the policeman
could have been
stop!
so much
That's
better.
dangerous! Stop! Stop! And he, oh shit!
Mind the rails. Don't be down there.
Okay, so you are running away into the darkness. The policemen are not too keen to follow you from the looks of it, and you just hear one of them saying, "We need someone at the next station. Phone them. Call them up." And you hear that sort of crackling of some sort of police device, communication
Radio.
device behind you. Like like not really a radio because they're not in car, but yeah. Anyway, yes. As you're running into the darkness, and you run for like a minute or so, and then you stop because John's not that fit a guy, and you're like, and you realize that you're in pitch black. You have no idea like where you're going or whatnot. It's honestly pretty surprising you haven't just face planted this far.
Okay. So I'm going to go over to the left wall.
Okay.
what I think is left.
Yep. You touch a
Put
wall.
my hand along it,
Yep.
and then with my fingers touching it the whole time, just walk along looking for some sort of opening.
Okay. Yeah, you walk for another maybe minute or two, and then you do actually find an opening, and you do see there is a door. When you touch it, it seems to be like a metal door here with a doorknob.
Okay, I try to open the door.
It actually opens up.
Okay, I go in.
Okay, you are in a tunnel now that leads slightly downwards, and it seems to be. You can see there's a bit of light reflecting off a puddle. You're not quite sure where the light is coming. The tunnel is slanting down slightly, and there's at the bottom of it, sort of like maybe 15 feet or so beyond, like in front of you, there's a large puddle of water with a little bit of light reflecting on it. The light seems to be coming from around the corner where the tunnel curls around the corner. You're not quite sure.
Are there any rails in there? I'm assuming not.
No, this is a narrow tunnel. It's just barely wide enough for maybe two people to stand next to each other.
Okay, I'll just walk down the tunnel then for now.
Okay. You walk down the tunnel, you walk through the puddle, and you see on the other side there is an opening, and there seems to be a room, and you can see there is a fire lit there, and you can see there is the fire is lit on a rubbish bin that's burning, and there's about half a dozen figures crouching around the fire, just warming their hands and passing along around some bottle of booze or something, and two of them look up, and you can see one of them is a black guy with a scarred face, like he was in some sort of burnt building, like fire damaged on his skin, and another one is a small weasel-faced guy, and they both sort of, hey, who's coming there? The other guy, the black one, he says, I don't know him. Who the fuck are you? What do you want here? And the others have now also stopped talking quietly and are now all looking your way.
Hi. Do you mind if I just go past, please?
Who are you? What the fuck you want?
My name's John. There was a train there, so I didn't want to be there. I want to be over there.
Well,
That makes it nice to them.
this is our tunnel, right, John? You can go through if you wanna. The weasel-faced guy says, well, he can go through, but there's a toll, you know? And he walks up, steps up to you, and one of his hands disappears in the depths of his coat, and he comes up, and you can see a blade extending out, a small but very sharp-looking blade, and he's like, now, Johnny boy, what do you have in that backpack?
I was hoping that would be a dove instead of a knife.
Do I remember what was in the bag? Because I don't remember what was in the bag.
Then you don't remember, I'm afraid.
Okay, I would look in the bag.
Okay, well, in the bag
not
there
chocolate.
is a bunch of cigarettes. That's cigarette packages, about half a dozen or so.
Okay, I pull out 2 and just hand them to him. Here you go.
How about I take that little backpack, eh? And maybe your wallet while I'm at it?
I don't have one of those. Sorry.
You don't mind, let me pat you down real quick. Not many fancy people walk around without a wallet, eh?
Remind him
Did
that
he-
we're wearing
Did he
farmer's clothes.
zipped?
Also,
Did
he
he
looks,
zip his band?
no, he actually didn't. But it's very bad, not much light in here, so they haven't noticed yet.
Surprise!
Okay.
Are you happy
I
to see me?
just pat my pockets. Is there anything in them?
Yeah, there is. There is a phone in one pocket, and in another one, there is some keys in the wallet.
Okay. I pull out the keys and hit him in the face with them.
Okay, take the key.
Remember
and
last time?
Okay, so you have, well, you do not have brawling, I'm afraid. So that is
No,
a
I do
straight
not.
up. Do you want to wish
He's
to
also drunk.
power?
Nope, let's just do this.
Okay.
Hey, 6.
Okay. You whip out your keys, whack him in the face, and he's just the keys sort of cut into his skin. A little bit of blood runs out. He stumbles backward. You fucker hit me! Get him!
Get me in charge. I know kung fu.
And I know parkour.
I would like to dive for his knife and grab it if I can.
Okay, certainly, yeah, you can. Oh, you run up, you grapple him, and try to twist his hand to grab his knife. That would be another roll, I'm afraid.
Okay, I'll spend a point on that because why not?
Okay.
Where's my die? There's the number. 5.
What?
Grab him, twist his hand. Ah! You fuck! And you grab the knife as it falls out of his hand, holding it in your hand. And you can now see 2 more men have jumped up, the black guy that talked to you before, and another guy. And they're sort of coming towards you with their hands out. But they stop as they see the knife, and you're like,
Yeah, just bring up the knife. Say, I think I want to go through here. I don't think you want to stop me.
they look at each other.
I think we're right. Yes.
You want to
Do it. Kill them.
fuck
Kill
with
them.
us,
Kill
boy?
them.
You know, think that little knife is going to protect you? And the two spread out a little bit, starting to flank you basically from both sides. Both sort of crouched down with their hands out.
As I said, get me in charge.
Okay, I'm going. So it's straight ahead. The moving on through the tunnel. Yes.
They jump you from both sides as soon as you start
No,
moving.
I'm not moving anywhere. I'm just questioning. Straight ahead is where I want to go. Yes. Or ahead is where the tunnel continues.
Yeah, this is a room, and there is a small door on the other side with like a small broken glass window. That's the
Okay,
only.
I'm going for the guy on the right with the knife now. Just jumping right and going at him.
Okay, so you're just like stabbing and trying to push your way through. So that would be another check, I'm afraid.
Ooh.
Ah, damn. 5.
Okay, well, they grab you, you stab one of them, you slice him along the chest a little bit, but he grabs your arm and punches it. Your hand opens, that knife clutters to the ground, the other one runs up behind you and sort of takes you like this, basically, and starts to choke you. And the other one just grabs your hand and he's like, the fuck, this guy, look at that, fucking pervert or something. Yeah, it's like, and then punches you in the stomach. And you just look double over, and the black guy is still holding you in a grip, and you're like, the other guy, the weasel-faced one, is like, fucker cut me. Looking at his bleeding cheek, gonna slice him up like a turkey, like a fucking turkey, I will. And he grabs the knife from the floor, and he says, how about we cut a little something off there, eh? And starts walking towards you with a nasty grin on his face and the knife in his hand. Now, because you failed the check, it is time for someone else to take control. Now let's see who.
Who knows Kung Fu?
Also, I'm not sure, but would that count as my first obsession?
No.
Okay, I wasn't sure. That's why I asked. Yeah.
No. I mean, he got angry, but...
Yeah. That's fine. That's...
Okay, so another control check. As John's now in quite severe danger all of a sudden.
And it is far from from my third obsession.
Sorry? 3.
It's far from enough.
Yeah, no, it's not. No, it's definitely not. You need a little more than that. 1, go. Okay, everyone else is 0. Hans spends 2 points to take control.
Yes.
Now, Hans, you're like being choked at the moment, and one guy is coming towards you with a nasty grin, like blood trickling down his face, still holding the knife in his hand.
Right. Just so I'm sure, I feel a little bit fuzzy, right?
It's good enough. You're a little tipsy. That we'll count that.
I shout the power of 100 proof whiskey, and I will attempt to use kung fu on them.
Okay. Well, you feel the power of the alcohol coursing through your blood, throw up on all the kung fu movies that you have ever seen, and unleash.
Drunken master.
Yes.
So that would be a 3
Kung Fu,
plus.
but only while drunk.
Okay. It fell. That's a 4.
Okay. You twist, you punch the guy behind you with your elbow. He goes, oh! oh, as you punch him right in the nuts. He releases you. You grab him. You fling him over yourself into the other guy. There's the small weasel-faced one with the knife. They both crash down onto the ground in a tumble of limbs and heads hitting the floor. The other guy leaps at you. You're little. The third guy swings. You catch his wrist. You twist it. And you punch him in the face once, twice, and then swipe his legs, and he falls down as well. Okay. And all three of them are just like lying on the ground. The two other ones, a young boy, maybe 12 or 13, and two women, the other three ones, I should say, are just staring at you and slowly backing away from you towards the wall.
Okay.
Kill them all.
I'm going to quietly take off my jacket, zip up, and I will change jackets with one of the people that I've just beaten up.
Okay, yeah, you grab a pretty filthy-looking, not particularly nice-smelling leather jacket.
It'll do.
Drop yours, put yours on, and it's a bit big, and it's also very filthy, but you feel weirdly good about yourself at the moment.
And I would want to say to the people that I've just beaten up, do not attempt to fight with me again. I have a 66.66666666 etc. chance of winning.
Of course, mister, whatever you say.
And I will leave.
Okay, and as you're leaving, because you have fulfilled another little one of your trickies, that will be another check for control. And Hans, keep an eye on your willpower, by the way.
I will. I do.
Okay, just I am counting them down as well.
As
letting you know.
It's more than one, yes? Or is it one?
It is one.
Oh, then Okay.
Unless I miscounted, but I do not think I did.
Okay, people do have less willpower than me.
Yeah.
Well,
Or me.
Someone started with less willpower than the rest.
Oh.
Let's put it that way. Anyway.
Don't know who it can be.
Yeah. Okay, we have one more check for control as John is just walking away from these people he beat up. Amazing martial arts choreography. Okay, guys. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
Didn't come.
Wow. Well, we have Hans beating.
Wait, no.
No.
It's gun.
What?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Cran had beat 2. I didn't see that.
He was slightly late to the party.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I clicked next to the chat box and
Yeah,
I hit enter.
he was a little bit late to the party, but it's fine.
Okay, so Cran, you have taken control.
I feel the need for an example. I go back to the room.
Okay.
The guys are still laying on the floor.
Yeah, they're slowly getting up. The two of them, at least. But the third guy, the one you swiped, the last one that you fought, basically, whose legs you swiped, he's lying there, still holding his wrist. That seems to be broken.
I grab the knife.
Okay.
The one with the leg broken. Everyone is looking at me.
Yeah, the two guys are now like backing away from you. The weasel faced one, the black guy, the big black one, whose jacket you took. They're just like, it's all right. You just go through. We didn't mean anything by that.
Remember, you don't fuck with John. And I plant the knife in between the just on top of how it is. I'm looking for the word.
Thigh bone, like pelvis.
Fingers.
No, want a lot of blood.
Jugular.
The throat, jugular.
Jugular vein in here.
Aorta.
No, it's not. It doesn't come out as fast as if you hit it on top of the leg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
The
there
one
is a
over
big
the
archer on
leg
the
you
side.
mean. Right.
And smear blood all over me.
Okay, you just stab it in and shake. Blood comes out under quite a lot of pressure.
Remember.
And they're like, the fuck?
Remember
The other ones are
my
screaming,
name.
they're running away to the back door, so to speak, the one that you wanted to go to, and just screaming and shouting bloody murder, basically. And except for the black guy who's just standing there frozen. Fuck,
I'm John.
you fucking killed him, did you?
No.
The
Do
guy.
you think so? You want to try it?
No, I don't fucking want to try. You're crazy. Get the fuck away from me. And he turns as well and runs as you're just enjoying a shower. At the moment, blood all over your face and your hands. However,
Can we democratically vote to ban Kron from control? I do not like this.
You have to outbid him then.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be difficult for him.
I'm afraid that is not quite enough blood for you. You are now, your face and your hands are filled with blood, but it doesn't quite count.
I can press more blood. There's a lot of blood in my body.
Yeah, that is true. So you just take a knife and you start carving him up.
Yeah, more blood.
And blood is just pouring out on your hand, and you're just like starting to sort of smear it on your jacket and on your face and your hair and on your hands and everywhere. And that does indeed count. However, as you're doing this, and you take your vice, as if you want to call that a vice.
You didn't let me have the nicest one. I take the worst.
You can hear heavy footsteps coming down the corridor, and the voice, a male voice shouting out, "You in there! Drop the knife! Drop the knife now! We have you surrounded!" And with that, we have another beat for power.
How do they know he has a knife?
Oh God!
I'll let you play with that. You didn't let me have the nicest
Completely
one.
bloody, still clutching a knife with a carved up body right in front of you. Yeah, John's not having a great day. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Have fun.
Oh God!
Okay, well, we have Hans and we have Sneaky. Let's see. Roll me d6 each of you.
That's a 3.
I have a 2.
Okay, Sneaky takes control.
Are you
Okay.
sure you want to do this? I mean, you see
Let him
how I
have
have
it.
handled these people.
Let Kung Fu Man have it, please.
No, this is.
Now,
I'm gonna do this.
listen, come out. Hands where we can see them. We have you surrounded.
Okay, I'm coming out. Then look over to the one that I stole the jacket from, and say,
He's already
like,
run off.
"Oh, is there
It
anyone
was
there?"
like 5 minutes ago. No, you were for about 5 minutes or so. You kept stabbing. Oh, not you.
Blood, 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 blood.
Blood
Then
for
I'm
the
gonna
blood god,
just
skull for the skull
take
sword.
the body of the guy I just killed and walk backwards with it towards the door. That I don't
so
hear
you're
any
dragging the
voices.
body behind him, behind you. Okay.
So yeah.
As you open the door, you can see 2 flashlights
Oh no.
coming to life, and you can see 2 policemen standing at the back of a corridor and a set of stairs that leads up behind them, and they're both pointing guns at you. Please drop the
Oh
knife.
my! I just like let the knife drop and be like, "Oh my God, please!" And he killed my friend. Like, I mean, I'm totally baiting, but still.
You
Drop
didn't
the
have
body.
zipped your pants. You
Drop
didn't
the
have
body
zipped your
now.
pants.
He made what? I'm
Your
sorry.
pants.
No, I didn't get the thing Alex said.
He said, "Drop the body now."
And I'm gonna drop the body and be like, he made me do unspeakable things.
Come closer. Hands up. Hands behind your head.
I go up with hands behind my head.
Come closer, and then go down on your knees.
I go down on my knees.
Okay,
When
one
I-
of them sort of stays out of your reach, shining his flashlight straight in your face. You can't really see them very well. You just see silhouettes behind the flashlights, basically. We're wearing police uniforms. And one of them stays behind. The other one, a burly man in his maybe late 30s, slightly overweight, with a drooping mustache, comes forwards towards you, switches off his flashlight, and puts his gun at him, and it says, looks back at the other guy, and then puts the gun away, takes out a second smaller gun, and takes a shot at you.
Whoa, shit!
And something hits you, and you feel like,
Oh.
Taser.
Oh,
and you fall over.
shit!
And someone, as the policeman, is grabbing your hands and manacling them behind your back, and then the second policeman comes up, and they both grab you and start dragging you down through the hallway towards the stairs. And one of them is speaking also into like some sort of phone. We have him. We chased him. He's out. He killed a guy. He's filled with blood. He's some maniac or something. I don't know, a terrorist. Or we're bringing him out now.
So I'm completely out.
No, you can still move, but very, very little.
Okay.
However, John has been hurt because this
Oh yeah.
can't count as being hurt for sure. Which means that there is another bid for control.
Shit.
So, 3, 2, 1, go.
No!
Kran with 2 points.
What did I say about him getting
Takes control.
Outbid him then.
As he's
I'm trying.
up the stairs by 2 policemen, and still sort of all the muscles still like just shaking and cramping basically from the electrical discharge.
Yeah. Are they just on top of me, or are they putting?
Your hands are behind your back, and they're sort of dragging
Dragging
you. They have one hand on your shoulder and one hand basically on your belt, and are both of them on each side, and are dragging you up the stairs. You're just very, very barely able to walk at the moment, so you're mostly dragging your feet behind you as they're carrying you up.
There was this guy. He did so many terrible things. I don't know how I managed to escape. You've seen my body.
That's why you got the knife, right? That's why you had and were dragging the body behind you. That's why you're filled with blood everywhere.
I was under him when he cut him. He dropped the knife and ran toward the tube.
They pull you out into the street, and you can see there's two police cars standing there, and they are moving you towards one of the police cars as you're talking, and they're looking at you, and 2 more policemen are coming up and say, "That's him, eh? Yeah, look at him. He's disgusting. He's full of blood. Yeah, he had a knife. Cut another guy. He cut him up. He looked like a piece of turkey in a slaughterhouse. You think we have a slasher? This guy, the slasher? Our slasher is not as crazy as that, I don't think. He could be. Look at him. There's something crazy about him. Look at his eyes."
Slashers. That sounds like television.
Yeah, get him the fuck out of here before the reporters show up.
No. Wait for it, reporters. Wait for the reporters. Come on. Make this big.
Yeah.
Go big or go.
Yeah, they're forcing you into the back of the policeman as you're still talking at them, trying to get them to believe your story. Now, that's bullshitting, so you'll have to roll me a 6 for them to believe it.
Just before that,
Yeah.
how am I feeling? Could I run?
You could try, but your hands are behind your back. Your body's getting there slowly, but you're not 100% yet. You're like 60% maybe. You could try.
I'm going to. I can try running.
You can
Or do
try.
I have to roll for bullshittery?
No, you can if you want to say if you want, you can stop stalking and all of a sudden just try shake them off and run.
I'm going to try using my prestidigitation skill. Why did I choose that name?
I don't know.
All in the name of...
And escape artist of them.
Okay, well, prestidigitation is more of a like finger thing, like for stealing and such. Are you trying to slip out of the manacles? Basically, is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. Okay. Sure. I'll let you
Escape
attempt that. It's yeah. Okay. Prestidigitation could be used for that sort of thing. I'm guessing. Your hands are quite
Or
slippery because they're filled
stealing
with
them
blood.
the key, making them think I'm tied.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. Give me a 3+.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah. You try and slip out.
Have fun, guys.
You can't do it, and you are pushed into the back of the police car. Doors closed behind you.
As I try, I say, have fun, guys.
They look at you weirdly as they push you inside. And with that, we are moving into another control check as poor John is now in the back of the police car.
Oh, dear.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that's 3 of them.
0 for me.
Oh, 0 for
0
you.
for me.
Okay. You still have a point, though. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making
I let
sure.
them have fun from time to time.
Okay, that is... Well, Colin doesn't want to, obviously. So we have Sneaky and Hans. Let's see who takes control.
Okay.
Another 3.
Ooh, oh my
God.
god. Sneaky takes control.
You need the kung fu in here to get out of the handcuffs.
Can I try?
Why didn't you just fumble your dice?
Am I just freely sitting on the in the back of the
Yeah,
car?
you're in the back. Your hands are tied behind your back, but it's basically it's a locked up sort of the back area of the car. The window glass seems quite thick, and there's a mesh metal between the 2 policemen at the front. One of them is like looking over his shoulder, watching you, sort of over the back. The other one's driving, and you can hear him talking something into the radio, but it's muffled because of the thick like glass that's in between you and them.
If is the guy ever like looking away for?
Yeah,
like,
every now and then he looks away. He doesn't like look at you constantly, but most of the time he does look at you. You have only a few seconds here and there.
Okay. Can I try to use one of those moments to hide below the bench, like below the seats?
There's not enough space there for a full-grown man, I'm afraid. And they would still be able to see you because they can sort of look down. But however, you do have a hiding skill, so why not? You can give me a try.
Good. Shit, that's a 2.
Okay. With that, Sneaky tries to hide, but in truth, he just drops down to the floor. And the other guy looks up to you and says, "Hey, get back up!" And that's also the reaction he gets. If you don't do that, then he ignores you mostly. And we are in another bid for control. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, go.
I can't.
Okay, so the only
he's
one
out.
who's bidding points is Hans, who takes control now.
Kung Fu Master.
Yes. I will, using the ancient arts of Chinese masters, which I have seen on VHS.
You have, certainly you have.
I will break out of my handcuffs things.
Yep.
That's a 3+, right?
Yes, it is.
That's a 6. I could have used this for anything. But...
Okay, so you managed to sort of twist and pull your hands out through under your legs and your feet, and you have your hands in front of you now, and you sort of concentrate and twist and turn and then smash it against the side, and the chain actually splinters and breaks.
The good old wushu finger hold.
Yeah, exactly. And the one policeman has obviously seen this. This was quite loud. And he's like, "Hey, you're out of the handcuffs. The fuck?
Well,
Tase
no,
him.
I wouldn't say out of the handcuffs. It's just they're broken.
Tase him. Tase him now."
Oh, come on.
The guy gets out his taser, and there's a little window in the center that's not very big, but it's like this size. And he opens that up and he sticks the taser through. And
I will try and grab the taser.
Okay, give me another martial arts check.
That is a 4.
Okay, you grab the taser, and it's like, what the shit? Your hand
Taser pilot.
Cobra technique.
Taser driver.
Down and like you hold it.
Taser driver. Tase him. Tase him.
I look at the thing. This is quite marvelous piece of technology.
While you're doing that,
isn't
he's
it?
closing the window again.
Oh, okay.
The fuck is my driver? Has my taser? What are we doing? We need it at the station.
I gently knock on the thing.
Okay. They look back at you.
Hello.
Just ignore him. We'll be at the station soon enough.
Could you ask a reporter to come? I would love to be on national TV.
Wow, I wonder what your obsession is.
We'll see about that. I'm sure you'll get some reporters at your court hearing in a week or two.
In a week or two. Okay. Why not now?
Just calm down. We'll take good care of you, Itera.
Am I being detained?
I think
Am I being
you're
detained?
being a bit
I have the right to call one.
like you have a lot of anxiety. Why don't you calm down?
Oh, we're calm. We're calm. Don't worry.
No, you're not calm. I have your taser. You're very, very anxious.
Well, I still have my gun.
Yeah, but I have a taser.
But you're also locked up in the back.
I got
You
it
can
from
tase yourself to death.
I got it from you. I got it from watching you.
You can tase yourself to death. They don't want a murder in the police car.
I can.
Just put it them nicely next to your heart.
Oh, God.
That'll get me on national TV. And I taste my head.
I'm not doing that. Oh God.
Take your head. So you do this, and you like shoot it in your face, inside of your head, and you're like, over, and the other guy's like, fuck, he tastes himself. Just pull over, and get some more folks to come to get some more of the boys here. And the driver instantly like starts. There's a 5737 on King Street. Kings, just send some more cars here. We have the
Wait, I hear all of this?
flasher. Yeah, you're not out. You're like just like
Darn it.
flying there, and the car comes to a standstill, and the guy whose taser you took jumps out and opens the side door, pointing the gun at you. And as he sees you're not moving much, he grabs the taser, pulls it out, and drops it to the side, and like starts checking your pulse. Because John is been hurt once more, we have another control check coming up. So,
Who have point left?
you don't know.
Yeah, I'm
The
fairly
guys
sure
who
two
don't have
people are
any
out.
points left, you can always put in a 0. So now 3, 2, 1, go.
-2.
Okay. Well, Kran takes control.
Oh, why him?
I don't have a knife anymore.
No, of course not.
Also, I think this is the last point.
Nah.
Okay.
But I can't really move.
Well, you can move a little bit, but not much.
And one of the voices in your head just
I'm-
tased yourself.
Yeah.
Just tease yourself.
You are pulled out of the car now. And
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
it has started raining in the meantime, and the water is hitting your face. He puts you down on the
Washing the blood.
sidewalk.
Watching
And-
the blood.
Yeah, pretty much. The blood's running down your face now. The half-dry blood. You're now on the sidewalk, and policeman is like leaning above you, and he says, "He seems all right. Give me another handcuffs.
Stupid.
Handcuff him now." And he handcuffs you again.
Can I try to make a check to steal the key, more or less?
Yeah, certainly. Go for it. You have, let me see, you have prestidigitation, yeah. So that's a 3+ for you.
5.
Excellent. As he takes the handcuffs, you steal the keys at the same moment, put it in your pocket, and he handcuffs you. Actually, you put it in one of your sleeves with prestidigitation. He handcuffs you.
There? It's behind me.
And says, right, let's wait for an ambulance just to make sure. And they both sort of stand over you, both with their guns out, not pointing them at you, but standing a few meters away and trusting that you can't move. A few minutes pass, and you can see an ambulance coming up.
Do I have a sideway somewhere to run to?
Looking around, you see it is a main road. There's 3 lanes. There's very little traffic, a few taxis and such. You do, however, see an ambulance coming, and you also see 2 more cars, sort of dark cars, coming out of one of the side alleys and stopping on the other side of the road. And you see several houses on your sides. One of them looks like a pizza place. Another one looks like a store that sells bathrooms, weirdly enough. And then there is a couple of just normal houses, like living houses with small fences around. This is a bit nicer neighborhood, I guess. You're no longer downtown, so to speak.
Okay.
Are there reporters?
You do see the guys that are coming out of the black cars have cameras with them.
I wave at them. Just wave at them.
No.
Wave at them. Wave at them.
No. As soon as I feel I can run, even slightly,
Yep.
I unlock the handcuffs
Okay.
and I say to the policeman, "You really need to check these handcuffs. They're worthless," and open my arms.
What?
And I will use parkour to try to jump out of the way.
Okay, you run up, you leap up, and you start running. And they're like, stop him! And
I run away from the cameras.
yep. And
Use parkour to dodge the bullets.
the
Yeah,
the guys,
parkour.
one of them fires off 2 shots in your direction. After the other one's like, don't shoot, there's cameras. Get him.
Mirror rage, that shit.
Okay, roll me both of the bullets streak past you, missing you. Roll me a parkour check as you are leaping through the gardens and trying to get away from the 2 policemen who are chasing you. 6.
I do a flip.
Wow. You are fast as shit. Just
Faith.
leaping over a small wall, running through a garden, grabbing a pole, climbing up, leaping onto a rooftop, and then just running from one rooftop to the next, leaping up and down stairways, grabbing onto things, swinging over. The policemen just instantly fall behind, and you lose them within a few minutes. You're still a little stiff, but after a few minutes of running, you feel fine again, and you're now standing somewhere a bit further away from the police station, somewhere around downtown, and just standing on the rooftop in the rain.
Do I see any fountains or river where I could wash myself properly?
Let's see. No, sadly, nothing. No open water from what you can see.
I keep running and searching.
Okay. As you are running, you see several police cars driving around the neighborhood. They obviously know that you're around somewhere, but they don't know quite where you are. Most of the town, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning or something like that by now. So most of the town is dark. There's a few lights in the windows here and there, but nothing significant. And then finally you spot a public restroom of all places, just underneath you on the edge of a small park.
Is there a pond or something?
No, there is no pond, but in a restroom, they would have probably showers from the looks of it. Some of the public restrooms have showers. These ones seem to have some.
I'm going to wash myself.
Okay, so you climb down, you walk into one of the restrooms, and looking at the mirror, there you look horrible. There's blood everywhere. And
Full clothes. I wash myself, the clothes on.
You stop into the shower, water hits you, runs down your form, and
that doesn't count as a second bloodbath.
As your adrenaline
No, it's a blood
slowly
shower.
dies down, John falls asleep.
Yes, 1 point.
So you all regain 1 point.
1 point.
Oh my god, I have a point.
I have a point as well. Haha.
Say thanks.
Okay. So, bidding returns
Let me do my dog bidding.
once more. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh.
Oh, we have
They didn't
What?
want
Colin. Bidding
I
full
knew,
power.
I knew I'd win that because I'm the only one with more than one.
Yeah.
And takes control. Colin, as you wake up, you're like in a bush from the looks of it.
Ugh.
There's a little bit of sunlight, what looks to be early morning sunlight coming from the sky. And that was hitting your face through a little hole in the bush around you. And that's why you woke up. You feel horrible.
Do I still have my trusty backpack?
No.
Oh,
It's way back at the station.
I know, but this guy seems to be teleporting around the place anyway. Okay, I stand up
Stand up,
and look around.
and you can see you're in some sort of park. There's a small like playground for children not far away from you, and what looks to be a small church to your left, more like a chapel really, on the other side of the park. And there's a couple bushes, a few trees, a few like walkways, and you can see an older gentleman with a Labrador walking along, walks past you, gives you a weird look as you stand up from the bush, basically, and then hurries along further. And there's two joggers, a man and a woman, running past.
Okay.
But other than that, the park is empty and deserted.
Okay, are any of them smoking? Or
Sorry?
have any? Do any of them are any of them smoking, or show any indication that they might smoke?
You're not sure. I mean, none of them has a cigarette lit at the moment.
I'll walk over to the old gentleman and ask, "Excuse me, sir, do you have a lighter I could borrow?"
He gives you a weird look. The dog is sort of looking at you as well, just with the as you come closer. Man looks
Smells
down,
blood.
looks up at you, and he looks at you a bit more, and you can see he's like scanning your clothing and everything. You look down, you can see there is still a couple of dry blood stains on the jacket. And he's like, "You're right, son. You look a little
Yes, I'm fine.
rough.
Do you have a lighter I can borrow?"
Well, you want a cigarette?"
Yes, please. Do you have a lighter I can borrow?
He takes out one of his coat pocket. He takes out a packet of cigarettes, takes out a single cigarette, holds it out to you,
Thank you.
and takes a lighter and like lights a cigarette for you. There you go, son. You look like hell. You should get some sleep. Don't you one of those homeless people? There's a shelter about 2 blocks that way. You might want to check that out. It's more better than sleeping in the bushes here.
Thank you. I walk away.
And, okay. Cigarette
I'm
now.
just keeping it. I'm not smoking. I'm just keeping it.
Oh, okay. You're just holding it in your hand. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
I would like to walk to a petrol station. I would like to look around and see if I can find a petrol station.
Okay.
Fire.
Let's see. You are lucky, actually. There is a petrol station just about 4 houses down from the little church.
Okay. I walk over to it.
There's this petrol station is already open. Just says large letters say cheap petrol with like red and green. Each letter is like 1 red, 1 green, 1 red, 1 green. You can see there's about 3 or 4 cars there as people are getting ready for work and getting some petrol into their cars.
Okay.
And one guy who looks to be in a red and green uniform with a cap, a young guy, and he's maybe late teens, early 20s, freckled face, a little bit of a beard, who's just like pouring petrol into one of the cars and talking to another who seems to be the owner of the car.
Okay.
And
The car nearest the petrol station itself, is that currently being attended by anyone?
No.
Okay.
Not a garage.
I walk over to it.
Yeah.
I would like to open the filler cap,
Okay.
drop the cigarette in, and run.
What type of cars are there, by the way?
You need to get.
There's a couple, just normal like Fords and different types of whatever they drive in America. Maybe a Toyota or something. Nothing really significant. One of them looks like a bit of a pickup truck, a little bit more fancy than the others. But
You
the
can't,
others,
you can't open a filler cap like this.
well, you can.
This
You
one
throw in
can.
the cigarette and start. So you just run off full on.
Yes.
Okay. As you're running, you see the two guys that are talking, the employee and the other guy, look up at you, and as you run past him, and the employee says, "Oh shit! That's the guy! That's the guy! The slasher! That's him!" As you run past, and then you hear like the sound of fire. You turn around and you see a little bit of flame starting to curl up from that one car. And they're like, "Oh shit, fire! Get the extinguisher!" And the guy runs up into a petrol station, and people are just looking out from cars and seeing this fire. It's not like a full-on conflagration, but it's getting there. The fire is slowly curling up. So what do you want to do?
I would just like to find somewhere nearby to hide and watch.
Okay, give me a D6 to see how well you can hide.
What?
You jump into a bush on the sideway, crouch down, and look out, and you can see the guy with the fire extinguisher running up and like, and waiting there, and then like some more as soon as a little bit of flame come up. So it doesn't look like the car is going to explode anytime soon, I'm afraid.
Come on, you put a flame into a petrol tank.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it instantly just explodes. This is not a Hollywood movie, I'm afraid. Michael Bay or anything.
I know,
It's not a Fiat Pinto.
but a highly flammable liquid bursting into flame in a confined space usually results in an explosion.
Nope.
You didn't close the cap.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not a
pressure can
confined-
come out.
It didn't explode at the time.
Okay, so
You
Plan B. I walk back to the park and I would like to find a Y-shaped stick.
What?
A Y-shaped stick.
Okay. Sure. You snuff up. You find a branch that's kind of Y-shaped and break it off.
Cool. Okay. I check my the trousers I'm wearing. Have they got like elastic at all in them?
A little bit, not massive, but a little elastic.
I take it out and make a makeshift slingshot with it.
Okay. Roll me another D6 because that's not quite as easy as you might think. Like you have to rip open your jeans on your and stuff like that.
Oh, thank you, Dice Gods. Oh, thank you.
You rolled another 6. Seriously?
Crazily, yes.
I'm gonna have to start asking you to roll with a dice program if this continues, because that was like the 5th 6 out of your six of your rolls. Anyway, continuing for now.
No, I failed a couple of times. I failed.
Yeah, I know.
Very
You rolled a lot of 6s. Anyway, while you're doing this, you hear a woo, 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 woo. Police car goes past, and then comes to a standstill, and you see 2 officers jumping out. And there he is, pointing at you. And they both getting their guns out instantly. Say, freeze!
Wow.
Also, may I ask something?
Yes.
Given the fact that a petrol station attendant knows about the slasher,
Yes,
has this been on national television?
it has.
Oh!
As you ran away, they got a shot of you, basically.
I mean, I don't condone physical violence, but it got me on national television, so thank you very much.
Anyway, the 2 policemen are now pointing guns at you and shouting, freeze! Freeze! Drop that! Whatever it is you're holding!
I run.
Okay, and they will start shooting at you instantly. and bullets, about 3-4 bullets fly past you, but then one hits you in the shoulder, and you fall onto the ground, and are losing control, basically.
Ooh.
As John is now lying on the ground, bleeding from a shot in the arm, a very painful wound, and the policemen are running towards you as you're going down into the park. Okay, time for another control check, everyone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we have Kran and Hans, who both would like to take control.
Yes.
Parkour or Kung Fu?
I specifically want Khan not to take control.
Well,
Why? What did I do?
roll D6s.
Faith in blood of the innocent.
Yeah, taxes.
You roll.
6.
Shit, I got a 5.
Oh, Kran takes control. So, what do you want to do, Kran? You're bleeding. You're hurting us. And 2 policemen are coming, running at you. Freeze! Don't move! Freeze!
What is next to me? Bushes?
There is a few trees, few bushes, and basically a children's playground. No children this early in the morning.
Yeah, but I have more chance to hide in the bushes, so I'm going to roll in the bushes and try to take back running,
Okay.
breaking line of sight.
Roll me a d6. This is not parkour, I'm afraid, at the moment, because there's no obstacles as such that you can use. It's just a couple of bushes that you just run through. So I'm afraid you'll have to roll a 6.
Nope.
Okay. And as you are running, you hear more gunshot, and 1, 2 hit you in the back, and John falls.
Did we just kill him?
Yay!
And John dies
Now,
Not enough blood.
at the edge of the park.
Not enough blood for another bloodbath.
No, I'm afraid not.
don't think you can bath in your own blood.
With 3 bullets.
I think it will be very hard. Yeah.
You don't bleed enough.
No.
for that.
Yep. 3 bullets
Hank-
in you. And
Hank by
face
the-
first.
Hang by the feet and throat cut, perhaps.
Yeah, well, let's not get into that.
But only it's your head and not your.
Okay, guys. With that, as John dies, well, poor John, we hardly knew him. We will see who managed to score. How much?
Not me. I didn't score enough.
No.
Okay,
No
let's
way
start
there.
with level 1. So we'll just go over all the level 1s and all the level 2s and all the level 3s. Hans, we'll start with you. What was your level 1 obsession?
My level 1 obsession was the following: switch clothes with someone.
Okay, how often did you manage to do that?
I did manage that twice.
Okay, so you gained 2 points.
Da-da-da-da.
Fran, what was your level 1 obsession?
Khan?
Fran,
Mashing buttons.
how often did you manage to do that?
Once.
Okay, with the elevator, that is right. You take 1 point from that. Colin, what was your level 1 obsession?
Public urination.
You did manage to do that once. I remember that well. So
Yep.
you take 1 point as well. Okay, and Sneaky, what was your level 1 obsession?
Insult someone until they get angry, and I managed that once.
You did manage to do that once. That is another point for you. Now, level 2 obsessions. Hans, going back to you, what was your level 2 obsession?
Level 2 is get on national television.
You did manage to do that, more or less. Not quite by your own, on your own, but
I'm getting on national television one way or another.
yes, that is 2 points for you.
2 points.
Kran, what was your level 2 obsession?
Make people try or eat disgusting food.
Oh, that's what that was.
You did manage to do that. It was quite disgusting, which means you take 2 points as well. Colin, what was your level 2 obsession?
Shooting waffle irons.
Which you sadly did not manage to do, I'm afraid.
A waffle iron never showed up. Could
That
not
is
find
true.
one.
Well, you weren't in the right, I
Could not
guess,
find one.
environment, yes. And Sneaky, what was your level 2 obsession?
Make someone fall downstairs, which I managed twice.
That is true. You push both
Twice
those
in quick
boys
succession.
into down the stairs. So you take 4 points from that.
Mhm.
Okay, and Hans, what was your level 3 obsession?
My level 3 obsession, which I didn't get, is give a wedgie to a very important person.
Which you did not manage to, sadly.
I was hoping to stay alive until the police station and then somehow give a wedgie to like the police chief.
That would have been counting, yes. Sadly, no.
Sadly, no.
Hans was shot down and was gunned down in the street by the police.
Because of Khan. I mean, well played, but
Well, he's a bit of a crazy guy. That's always the crazy one.
It's always
Everyone
the
is
crazy one.
drawn. There's always one guy who's like just Anyway.
And we know what his level 3 was.
Yes. Fran, what was your level 3?
Taking a bloodbath.
Which you managed to do, more or less. So that is 3 points for you, Kran. Colin, what was your level 3?
Destruction of building / aeroplane, which I attempted to do, but
Which
did
you
not manage.
attempted, but you would have needed a little bit more fire and a little bit more time. Still, that was a nice attempt, I have to say. And Sneaky, what was your level 3 obsession?
I did not get it, but it was blow up a Ferrari.
Which
sadly did not
Oh,
happen.
that's why you asked what type of car it was.
Yes, exactly. You didn't find the Ferrari. I didn't roll well enough on the what cars are there check, basically. Okay, so no points except Kran.
very,
Turn.
very well done.
Yeah, the level 3 obsession is usually very hard to complete. Usually it's some sort of thing that you can only achieve if you're sort of working together with another voice. It's very hard to do like on your own.
Yeah,
So
you
often
work together with me.
I still say Khan would instead of 3 points get 2.5 points for taking a blood shower instead of a blood
that is
bath.
true. That's fair enough. Really a bath.
He
We'll
still
let it
would have
slide.
won. I mean,
We'll let it slide.
Yeah, I mean,
He still won by a country mile.
no, actually not that. I have
actually not
5
that
points.
No.
I have
We'll
5
see.
points.
So we have Sneaky has 5 points. Colin has
1.
1 point. Kran has
6.
6 points. And Hans has
4.
Okay, so we have Kran, well, by 5.5 points, so to speak, has emerged victorious in this crazy game.
I had a lot of small possibilities, but you didn't let me. If we stayed at the farm, I could have do something like swap sugar and salt.
I guess so. Yeah, well, someone wanted to get out of the farm, so blame Hans.
Well, back when we were driving away, as soon as you described wooden huts, it was like, I want control. I want to drive through them.
Yeah, that would have been a good. Yeah, that would have driving into a wooden hut. That would have been counting as a destruction and maybe killed John as well in the.
Oh wow, yeah, you would have won immediately, like 5 minutes.
Yeah, but
I
well,
just
that's too
wanted
bad.
control at that moment.
Okay, guys. Well, that was Everyone is John. A little different than our last Everyone is John game, but I guess Everyone is John game is quite different because it depends on heavily what the voices want. And poor John is dead in this game, but there will be another crazy John, I'm sure, somewhere in the world. And we'll be running some more Everyone's John soon enough. Thanks for watching, guys, and good night.
Take care.
Bye.
Yeah.